So I think I'm now 90% back. My voice is still teeny tiny froggy, but I think I'm back.
You sound good.
It only took 3 weeks.
That's insane.
That's a long time to be sick.
You had special COVID for sure.
That's what I think. 100% undiagnosed or non-testable COVID. Or because I've had COVID in the past, my body now, forevermore, when it gets a cold or a sore throat or whatever else, my immune system is now just dumb and doesn't know how to react to shit right. That's what I think.
Can you even test for that? Are there ways that they can see if you have a diminished response?
That's what I think. Because anytime I get even just a little under the weather, it's not like, oh, okay, I'll be over it soon. It's like, okay, everything sucks for this time until I get better. It's like being a man.
Oh, who wants that?
That's what I'm saying. It's like everything I just don't recover right.
It could just be age. Like,
Correct.
You can get off the couch wrong and you've busted a hip.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's everything all at once.
Yeah. So, but I do feel better.
Well, that's
sounding
good.
better.
You sound a lot better.
Yeah.
I won't be cutting 2 minutes of coughs out of our entire conversation.
I was doing those notes and I was getting sick of myself. I was like, girl, can you shut the fuck up?
It's just cough, cough, cough. Your cough, cough.
Oh my
cough.
God. The fucking Slack started to auto-populate the word cough. I was like, damn, I never seen that before.
I haven't either.
Yeah, that was a beast to get through that one.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
I am so sorry. It was the worst editing ever. Worse than our kids running around in the background. Worse than Justin Beck coming in and out of these doors with the chimes going. Worse than glass jaw practice. I was like, this is the worst sound we've ever had, and it is my actual fault. Wow.
I listened to this podcaster who, if she knows she has like sound things coming up because her kids were home or the dogs were making noise, she'll preface at the beginning of the episode like, just in case you hear X, Y, or Z, this was the only time that I could do this. And it's always so funny because like it just makes me think of like how difficult it is to podcast if you're doing it in your house and you live with, 3 tiny people that make a lot of noise. Or this lady has like 4 Westies that are seniors and they live in her office and they just like yawn and snarl and growl and you can hear little toe taps and I don't know.
But why doesn't she edit it out?
I don't know if she just doesn't want to or if she's, if she knows how to. I don't know.
I think people don't have an appreciation for the amount of work that it takes to make good, clean audio. They really don't.
I mean, we know enough to be dangerous. Like there are so many more things I'm sure that I could do. Like for one, every like podcaster says that the microphone that I use is shit. So I've started to get really insecure about my microphone and I'm like, well, if I had a better one, would our sound be better? But then I'm like, what the fuck? For what? It sounds fine. It's not echoey.
Girl.
It's not,
I think our podcasts sound good as hell.
I think it sounds great. Man, and we've been getting into sound design lately. Like, we are killing it.
I just can't believe people don't go in and like edit out.
Yeah.
Why don't they take that out? Take that out.
I think you have to find that balance between in and out, right? Because if it's all removed, any of the ums or likes or awkward pauses, it starts to sound unnatural. So I think you have to leave a few in, but I don't think that you're like degrading the authenticity of the conversation by taking those things out.
No, I like to, when I'm listening to the audio, I like to go through. See, we would take that
Bless
out.
you. Edit.
Correct. We would take out the sneeze. We would take out the bless you. We would take out the word edit. And then we would pick back up with coughs, throat clearing, mispronunciations, words that are not real, obvious dumb shit.
Right.
Sometimes I'll be in a bad mood and say fuck a lot and be like, can you take out 12 of those?
Yes.
But like, I don't think that it's a detriment to the art file. It still sounds like a smooth conversation.
Yeah.
But I think that we're really just very picky.
And I don't know. I think that's.
Okay, fine. I think that I am just very picky.
No, I hope that the podcasters that I listen to are picky, right? Like,
oh, I thought you were saying I thought you were saying that that's a bad thing how picky we are. So I was like, okay, I'll say it's just me then.
No, I think that we are. I think that if you're, listening to a podcast is a voluntary experience. Nobody's making you do it. But if you're going to give me an hour of your time every week, then I want that 1 hour to be like a really, really good hour for you.
Yeah, totally.
That's important to me because that time is precious and you could be listening to a million other things. You could be watching something else. You could be, who knows, doing a million other things. But if you choose to subscribe to this and to come listen and look at the Instagram and all that shit, then like it needs to be good. I want you to walk away being like, wow, that like I learned something, or that was funny, or that made me feel better.
Well, also, and this is secondarily, maybe even third, fourth, fifth down the line, I also like it, like, say you're in Mom Zone and someone finds out you have a podcast and they check it out. I like them to think maybe perhaps it is a network-backed podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just kind of just skirt by and let them think it's a real thing.
True. I don't give any clarifiers. I'm like, yeah, I have a podcast.
100%. It's up to you to think whether or not this is real. The second that thing says fucking FedEx in the middle of the thing, I think people assume it's real.
It's
and
legit.
Therefore, I seem like a real podcaster, and I'm like, yeah. And then I get to act all modest and shit, when the reality is I am sitting in a pile of clothes right now. Anyway, I'm gonna work through my bad mood because I just had to apologize.
Oh shoot!
I know. I love how you're like, oh no.
Wait, did you have to apologize to a child or a grown man?
No, to Justin. Ew, the worst.
Oh no! What'd you do?
I had to be accountable for a horrible attitude that I had 3 whole days ago. And it's like, we're not over that yet. Like, really?
Stop.
I said, I have to go. I have an appointment with Amanda. Can you please make me a cup of coffee while I go set up? And he goes, no. I was like, excuse? To which Shalom goes, Dad, honestly, really? Just make her the cup of coffee. She was sick for like 3 whole weeks. It's like the least you could do. And he goes, no, she was mean on Saturday. And Shalom, what? So my daughter, she was like, that was Saturday?
Exactly.
So he goes, are you going to say sorry? And I go, fine. I'm sorry that I overreacted to a question that you asked me on Saturday. And then when he walks out of the room, I go, but the question was dumb. And he goes, nope, that's it. Not doing it. Nope, that wasn't a real apology. Nope. And I was like, fine. I'm sorry for overreacting on Saturday and having a bad attitude after you asked me a question that I didn't like or think was necessary. Nope. So I just had to keep apologizing, and I just couldn't do it.
Oh, shoot.
Because the reality is, it was a dumb question. It was dumb.
Yeah.
But my level of disdain was disproportionate.
Yeah.
So
it was perimenopause.
Correct. I already know what's going to happen. And I said, and I even went in the Discord. I was like, guys, do I have a personality disorder or was the question stupid? And like at least 4 women in there were like, no, that was a dumbass question, though. So I just looked to the Discord to be enabled.
Yes.
Because I do think that perimenopause has... And I hate to, you guys are just like, is this just, can you guys just really keep your perimenopause talk to? But I really do think that it's changing my base personality. Like I have 0 patience, none. And my mood swings are outrageous.
Do you find that you experience it every day?
Yes.
Really?
But only with him.
Oh.
I don't have a problem with nobody else. Just him.
Just Justin.
Poor thing. Like, for example, he could not find his armband thing for Orange Theory. Couldn't find it. And searched all over. He's like, I'm just going to have to buy a new one. And I go, no way. You're going to have to find it because that thing wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
And he couldn't find it because, you know, I'm very busy and our house is clean, but it's not tidy.
Yeah.
You know, like we're at the end of 2 weeks, we get into a place where there's shit everywhere. You know, there's...
Yes.
You know, somebody went and got a facial, so now her beauty products are on the counter. There's shoes everywhere. There's, you know, homework, crafts, pom-poms, glue, scissors, colored pencils, Q-tips. Not dirty ones. Just life stuff. Nail clipper,
the Tritus
nail file.
of life.
Yes. So there's life stuff around the house, and he's not used to that because I used to have a lot more time to be very particular about life stuff. Like, I can't believe the amount of time I used to have on my hands.
Yeah.
I used to judge people whose fruit bowl had stickers still on it. I was like, why the fuck would you leave the stickers on your fruit, asshole?
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, I'm the fucking asshole. I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
And no one told me I'm the asshole.
Wow, Melissa.
Oh, shut up. Amanda's
Fruit
like,
stickers?
oh, I'm so happy she's here. This judgmental bitch is finally getting it. Yeah, I used to just be very particular about my house being Oprah ready. And my house used to be Oprah ready, I'm going to say, a good 79% of the time.
Yeah, that's, wow.
Which was... looking back on it, impossible. But I did it. I was doing it. And now I'm like, I don't fucking give a shit. Okay, guys? As long as there's no doo-doo streaks in the toilet, my dishwasher is running and or being loaded up every day all the time, and the trash is taken out in a timely manner, and the coffee table doesn't have fingerprints on it. Like, there is still a level of cleanliness around here. There's just stuff that doesn't find its home in an appropriate time frame. So anyway, he couldn't find his fucking thing.
Yeah.
And he was upset about that. So he was just like, real nice. Babe, when you get home, we should everybody as a team, find homes for things, because there's just shit everywhere, and it's like kind of stressing me out, and nobody can find their stuff. Maja couldn't find her yellow folder. Shira couldn't find her blue scrunchie. People can't find things. And so, we're just getting, and I was like, okay, fine. Normal me. Well, perimenopause me would be like, first of all, motherfucker, why does it need to be a team effort? Why don't you, if you see the mess, if you see something, say something. Be the MTA, do something about that shit. But I said, you know what? I was already mean last weekend. Okay, sure. No problem. I come home. I start straightening up. I'm putting things away. Things are finding homes. I don't say shit. But, I can't even remember where this was going. Menopause. What?
His armband, cleaning up, organizing, putting things away. He couldn't find his armband, so you got mad at him about something and had to apologize.
Okay. See, so then look at me obfuscating the details, so I don't have to get to the part where I had to say sorry. So I'm in the closet putting things away, and I'm listening to a podcast, but I don't have my ear things on because they're charging so that we can do our work tonight with this podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm just listening to the phone out loud. And he goes, oh, babe, pause that. I want to show you something. And he shows me this woman that he's been following on Instagram. So I pause my Dateline episode that I was getting into while I was folding in here.
Mm-hmm.
So that he could show me this Instagram account that he's been following. And I'm like waiting for the punchline. Okay. But inside, I'm going, don't be perimenopause. We got to come up with a name for my perimenopause person. Like how Beyonce is Sasha Fierce when she gets on stage. We got to come up with perimenopause Melissa. So I'm trying to stay in Melissa's zone and not become Perry, right?
Yeah.
And it's this fucking woman and her dog, and she says that she is living van life, but really she's in her Honda Pilot, and I think she might actually be a regular person who just became homeless but is now romanticizing that and giving tips on how to live out of her Honda Pilot. But she's completely gross. So at one point she's
gross, like how? Like self-care?
Justin Beck showed me a video that she put on the actual worldwide internet where she goes, hey guys, it's me and such. She names the dog. And she goes, just want to give you a few tips on how I handle my period while I'm on the road.
Oh.
This motherfucking lady shows a thing of baby wipes, shows a garbage bag, shows some dishwashing liquid, I think, etc. This motherfucker talks about how she, handles her period stuff, the Tupperwares that she puts her dirty fucking shit in, and she'll dispose of it when she gets to that place. But then she showed, I swear to God, her underwear that she washed out with soap and water, and she motherfucking hung them on an errant bush in the desert. And then closed up on the underwears. And I was like, is this parody? He goes, dude, she's dead ass serious. She thinks she's an influencer. This motherfucker had 60,000 followers. There was another one where she said, hey guys, just want to show you how I handle going to the bathroom when I can't find a bathroom. This motherfucker, with her clothes on, proceeded to act out how she opens a garbage bag, ties it around her bottom half, Doo-doo's in the motherfucker. And she goes, but if I have to go pee too, I pull it up closer to the top. Doo-doos or pees in the bag. So she's squatting and pretending she's doing these things. Then she put rocks in the bottom of this bag so that it could look like doo-doo. She goes, then I tie it as close to the poop as possible. Then I put that bag along with my dog's dog shit in a Tupperware. And she goes, and I get rid of it as soon as I can. I hope this tip helped. But she's dead serious. There was no joke, none of that. And he was like, dude, every day she disgusts me more and more. So I go, okay. I said, babe, I was about to get to the bottom of whether or not this man killed Anne. And you just came in here and interrupted my folding and all of that to show me this disgusting lady. And I'm waiting to find out what the motherfucking plan is. That's what I'm saying in my head. That's what Perry is saying. And I go, turn that off. And I go, report that account right now. That's disgusting. Report that account. Report it. And I said, and don't send me no links to that, none of that, because I don't want that in my algorithm. Don't do it. So, like, normal couples, I think, probably show each other stuff on the internet all day, and they go, haha, okay, yeah, funny. I had to contain my rage.
I can't. Husbands don't, like, men don't look at fun things on the internet, because Chris will be cracking up about something and show it to me. And I'm like, really? Like, this is what was causing you to laugh? The biggest belly laugh I've ever heard? Like, this man looking through blinds, talking about people cooking food? Really? This is funny to you? There's some dude he follows who's like a bodybuilder.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Where is that funny, please?
I think Justin is just horrified that somebody out there is doing this, like, and trying to glamorize it.
Well, then, like, he'll send me other things.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to need you to never send me anything, okay? Because everything you look at is literally the and you're fucking up my algorithm. I want to look at nail art. I want to look at vintage Valentino, okay? I don't want to
poop in a trash bag.
That. I don't want to see a very rare, you know, on a person who is doing a full face of makeup somehow. I don't want to see it.
Editor's note, right around minute 22, we're going to need a censor beep.
Listen, I can't do it. Don't send it to me. So then the other day, I don't know how we got into it, and I was like, yeah, he looks at pretty weird stuff at the internet. We were all just sitting around, you know. It was like a lull at work, and we were just chatting. And dude at work, who Justin's known for 30 years, was like, huh. He sends me a lot of weird stuff. I was like, okay. And I was like, did it fuck up your algorithm? Yeah, really bad, really bad. And he was like, but so like, funny. Now I send him stuff. So like, I'm like, you know what then? That's special for you too. You guys have a special relationship. I want you to keep that over there.
Yeah, you can leave me out of it. Thank you.
I don't get it. I would like you to go to your husband's Explore page and find something funny.
It's impossible.
I don't get it. Am I not funny? I just don't find anything he thinks is funny.
I don't either. You know what? Have you seen, it's on HBO, the guy from Step Brothers is the main character in the show, and he's like a doctor of something or other. It is the strangest comedy sketch show I've ever seen, and it is not funny in the slightest, and he thinks it is the funniest thing. Just full on laughing the entire time. With the curly hair. I'm pretty sure that's him.
Thomas C. Riley?
Yeah, that's him.
Wow, we should have had that in the game. Boom, I would have had that point.
The one with the brown hair?
C. Thomas Riley, I think is his name.
Okay. Probably him.
Yeah, is it on the same wavelength of the guy? You sure about that? You sure about that? You know that guy?
I think some of his are funny. I don't think any of this other one are funny. But it's along the same line. But it's even more out there, if you can believe that.
Dude, you sure about that? That guy? Justin Beck can watch those over and over like they're good.
I don't know.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm like, so everybody's just falling out the casket? I don't understand. And he will be dying. Like when I tell you, I look over at him and he's like, oh my God. Tears. He just thinks this is so funny. I'm like, are you okay? Because I'll come into the room and I'll be like, absolutely not. No, turn it off. I don't want to hear his voice.
Yeah.
I don't want to see his face. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Babe, I'm almost done. You've seen this one.
Face.
You've seen this one. You've seen this one. The one where he goes on a ghost tour.
I don't think I've seen that one.
The tour guide says, you can ask your questions, whatever. And he goes, ask any question. So then he goes and he's like, do ghosts take a shit? Like he just asked all this fucked up. You gotta know what I'm talking about.
Oh, God.
Justin Beck will be dying.
I'm going to have to look it up tonight when we're done.
Please don't. Because then your husband's going to like it.
He probably already does.
I think you should leave, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I think it's like incel comedy. I don't get it. I don't. But I mean, I guess Justin Beck doesn't get anything I think is funny because anytime I'm looking at something that is really fucking funny to me, he'll go, what's so funny?
Yeah.
I'll show it to him and he just won't get it. And I'm like,
isn't that so? I think that's so interesting because the same thing happens with us too. And it's like, don't you think that in order to be compatible as a couple or friends, like you have to find the same things funny? I mean, we have overlap sometimes, but
here we are 20 years deep in marriage.
Yeah.
Not laughing
how
at
does
the same
that work?
I don't know. But like the things that I think are like really funny.
Yeah.
Like people on Spirit Airlines and someone getting cussed out by another person. And that person says, with your river rat smelling ass. I'm fucking dying. Yeah. I think that's hilarious. And he's just like, what do you mean? What? The fucking TikTok where they put the mouse fucking filter on their face. And the mice think they're going to a restaurant, but they just ate poison. You know what I'm talking about?
I haven't.
It's so good. I'm fucking crying. And he watched it and was like,
I don't even know what it looks like, but just imagining it, I'm also very high right now. Oh, they think.
Okay, we're breaking our own rule of don't explain TikToks. But yeah, that I think is so funny. And he's just like looking at me like it's not funny. And I'm like, I don't understand.
How could you not?
There have been times where I have scrolled on Twitter and been crying at shit that was so funny to me.
Yeah.
And then turn my phone to him and he's like, what? But I'm like in tears. And I'm like, first of all, this thing has been retweeted 100,000 times. It's clearly hilarious. I don't get it.
It really makes no sense.
And I thought it was cultural. I was like, okay, this is just you're white. So,
Ah.
but it's not that. I think it's men and women.
Yeah, that could be it too.
Because and the things that I find intriguing, he doesn't.
Yeah.
But the things that he finds intriguing, I'm like, girl, this boring shit, turn this off. What is this solar system, space? I don't want to see in the deep sea. Get that shit out of here. I'm scared.
Yeah.
He's fascinated.
Does space make you feel uncomfortable too?
I don't want to watch that.
I can't do it.
He loves it.
It makes me so anxious as they start to talk about like how vast the universe is, and they get into all of them, you know, the measurements and the light years and the planets and the possibilities of other universes and it
And the
makes my
TV starts
skin
getting
crawl.
further away.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate that
Your
shit
head
too.
starts to spin. Oof. Oof.
And then they start talking about in measurements that you've never even heard of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, a quantum? What?
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
He loves that.
I think about like getting lost in a spaceship in outer space. Like anytime, I think there was a movie within probably the last 20 years where I think that like the spaceship like got off track and would never be recovered. And so they were just out floating in space indefinitely. And I was like, oh my God, how miserable to think that you're just like stranded in this place until you eventually wither away and you're just like untethered, like in the middle of nothing. Ugh.
And why would you watch that?
I don't know. I can't even remember what the movie was about. I don't remember why they were out there or what they were doing, but
I think I saw that movie. But then, like, the ship landed somewhere, right?
I can't
But on
remember.
Earth, someone was looking at the ocean. But where they were looking at that same ocean, but like they had crossed some kind of time realm shit.
Oh God, it's been so long. I can't remember. I just remember that
exactly
feeling of
what you're
like
talking about.
hopelessness.
I know exactly what
God.
you're talking about. And they had to try to meet up with each other.
Yes. Oh,
Girl, what the fuck was that? Justin loved that shit.
I don't know. Do you ever see the movie? Was it called Open Water? Those people that got stranded while they were scuba diving. That gives me the same kind of heebie-jeebies.
Well, that's their dumbass. Didn't nobody tell you to get in that kayak and get out there?
No, they went with like a dive. Like, this is a true story. This married couple went out on a dive boat to go scuba diving in the middle of the ocean, and the boat left without them and didn't realize. And so they were stuck in the middle of the fucking ocean until both of them died.
And that's what the fuck they get. Okay.
The whole movie, they're just like floating there. They're cold. They're getting sunburned. They're thirsty. Things are like swimming near them, biting them. Oh God, it's rough.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Everybody's like, you don't go in the ocean? No. You don't even just put your toes in? No. You've never just, no. I've been maybe
really though, if you can see.
I've been neck deep maybe twice in my life and said absolutely the fuck not, no. Because it's one false move. It's one false move and you're washed the fuck away. No.
Okay, but if it's clear and it's shallow and it's gentle, I can do that.
No. It's not ever going to be clear. No.
It is clear. Like when we were in the Dominican, like it was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We went snorkeling. The water was blue. The sand was white. It was gorgeous.
Snorkeling? Your whole body under
Yeah,
there? Absolutely not.
We went snorkeling with nurse sharks.
No, girl, no.
Yes.
No. Absolutely
or
not.
When we were in Florida a few years ago, we went down to Fort DeSoto, and a place on the beach there that's like a huge sandbar. And in some places, the water's only knee deep. It was really warm. You could like walk for like really long stretches. It was gorgeous. Like, love that.
No. That Bugs Bunny gif? No.
But if it's shallow, like there's no harm.
Girl, I don't give a fuck if I'm on land. I don't want to do anything having to do with animals. The ocean is just a giant animal to me. It's just a big entity with a lot of animals and issues in it. I don't want that parrot on my shoulder. No, I don't want to fucking look at that koala. No, I don't want to touch that crocodile. Y'all go ahead. No. No. I'm not interested in any of that because I know me. I know me. It's going to be me. It's going to be me.
If the bird
is going to shit on someone's head, it's going to be me. If an alligator is going to bite somebody, it's going to be me. No, I just don't put myself in those situations.
Oh.
I don't want it. And I just think that that's a level of adventure that I'm never going to have. So,
yeah.
I'm still trying to think of, God, I'm so distracted because I'm still trying to think of, I know the movie you're talking about. And it was really sad.
I'm going to have to look it up. I can't. Space, the ocean, what else creeps me out? The uncertainty of death. I don't know. I don't know.
I feel so bad. I was doing carpool yesterday.
Yeah.
Just thinking about Earth stuff. And I don't know how we got on the topic of recycling. And I go, but I mean, do they really recycle it?
Oh, shit.
And the little girl in the backseat was like, yes. I was like, oh, yeah, sure, yeah. And she's like, what do you mean, Miss Beck? I was like, like, you put the recycling bin out there, but then the trash guy comes and gets it. And, like, where do they really put it? And, like, is it being recycled? Because every day they still tell us that the ocean is so dirty. And as I'm talking, I'm like, shut up. She thinks they recycle. Shut up. She's like, she tells this whole story. She goes, well, my grandfather one time, he got into a fight because the trash man came and he took the recycling. And so he went outside and he told the man, I'm waiting here until the recycling people come. And the trash man told him that the recycling and the trash goes in the same place. And my grandfather said, no, they don't, because I called down to the recycling and they answered the phone and it was recycling. And she said, and then the trash man and my grandfather got in a big fight because the trash man was like, okay, well, then I can just leave this here and come back later where it's just going to go in the trash.
Yeah.
And the grandfather was very
God.
upset and wrote the town and et cetera, et cetera. And she goes, anyway, it ended up that the recycling people called my grandfather and confirmed for him that, yes, it did get recycled. And in my mind, I was like, no, that shit did not. They just tried to call my grandpa down. In my mind. I was like, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And then because I'm an asshole, because I'm a whole asshole, after she got out of the car, I go, Maja, they didn't recycle that shit. They did not recycle that shit.
What did Maja say?
She goes, I know.
Oh my God. This little girl had this whole little story to tell you about how she knew that it was going into the recycling. Oh God, love her.
But it wasn't.
That's so
Amanda,
cute.
Hold on. You know that though, right? I know that gets you upset, but I'm just keeping it real. You know that though, right?
Yeah. I mean, they do recycle some stuff.
No, they do not. Ma'am.
Oh my God.
I feel bad. Greta Thunberg be yelling at us and shit. And I'm like, girl. We clean the shit. We separate the shit. We do all that. I am telling you, it's going to the same motherfucking place. And then we're rude as hell and putting it on someone else's continent. And so when you see...
I can't think about it.
I'm just saying, when you see impoverished people poking with a stick through fucking endless rags of our fast fashion that we've thrown away.
Yeah.
You really think they're recycling your shit? They not. Okay, I feel bad. Everybody.
Well,
Show's
this
over
episode
now.
just took a dramatic 90-degree turn.
I'm just saying, things that suck. Deep sea ocean. Recycling.
Pity City.
think about the 26 million.
Staffers at the office furniture company Miller Knoll asked their CEO during a video town hall how they could stay motivated if they do not get a bonus. But her pep talk may not have had the intended effect.
Get our orders out our door, treat each other well, be kind, be respectful, focus on the future because it will be bright. It's not good to be in a situation we're in today, but we're not going to be here forever. It is going to get better. So lead by example, treat people well, talk to them, be kind, and get after it. Don't ask about what are we going to do if we don't get a bonus? Get the damn $26 million. Spend your time and your effort thinking about the $26 million we need and not thinking about what you're going to do if we don't get a bonus. All right? Can I get some commitment for that? I would appreciate that. I had an old boss who said to me one time, you can visit Pity City, but you can't live there. So people, leave Pity City. Let's get it done. Thank you.
That was so inappropriate.
I know. I got a design within reach the other day, and it was like, no. And I was like, fuck them. Threw that shit into the trash.
And it's just like, lady. First of all, if you're on a Zoom, you should just assume you're being recorded.
100%. I wouldn't be like, at first I was like, her voice didn't match the things that she was saying, and that was so disjointed for me.
We should probably explain what we're talking about. In Imperfect Strangers fashion, this thing that went viral on the internet literally a week ago. We'll discuss it now.
So she's the CEO, right? Of Herman Miller Knoll. Or is she like the president? I can't remember. She's like the top of the pyramid in that company. And they were, what'd you say?
Her name is Andy.
Oh, Andy, that's right. And Andy was on a Zoom call with her. I don't know if it were her, general managers or district managers or store managers, whoever it was she was talking to. She was pissed that they were down $26 million and was telling them to not worry about where is our bonus. We need to think about what we can do to get out there and get that $26 million, while this bitch was pocketing how much of her own bonus, Melissa?
$6 million.
She was so condescending.
She said, take that attitude to Pity City or some shit she said.
You can't stay in Pity City.
And then her apology wasn't even good.
Yourself.
Her apology.
No, it was a non-apology.
Her apology did not end with, that said, I'm going to distribute my $6 million bonus that I took to all of you who have made this company what it is today. Thank you.
Yeah.
She didn't say that. I don't know how I came across that story, but like Reddit wanted me to see it. Twitter wanted me to see it. Everybody wanted me. Instagram wanted me to see it. And I was like, the problem with that is I still really like Knoll furniture. See there? See how I have these problems?
I know.
You can't escape anything.
You can't. Everything's tainted. Everything's terrible.
The other thing I wanted to say, no, everything's not terrible. Because today, you know how I said I was going to get more into Reddit?
Yeah.
So I have been like, yes, I have just been like collecting more places to go on Reddit. I found the place for us. It's
really?
It's a subreddit called Xennials. It's for us. It's for the 1977 to whatever the fuck year it stops. I think you're included.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And it's all the stuff we like. Hold, let me get my phone.
Let me grab mine.
It's like, do you remember this? Do you remember that? And I'm like, yes. And so like, I just went down memory lane.
Okay, so it's just called Xennials.
Xen. I hope I'm saying it right. Am I even saying it right? That's Xennial of me. Hold on.
That's, yeah. Yep.
Go to the one Xennials that has 17,000 members.
Oh my God, I already see the cover of a Sweet Valley High book.
Yep.
Oh my God, I love those. I
Yeah.
had the board game.
Dude, just scroll. I was in here for like 10 minutes. Just my heart was getting so full. The Heathcliff theme song.
Heathcliff theme song.
Look.
Heathcliff, no one should terrify their neighborhood. But Heathcliff just won't be undone, playing pranks on everyone. There's a race to be
Hey,
Oh my
you
God.
guys. Dude.
Oh my God, that just made like I think the part that makes ASMR people's brain tingle, that just made my little spot there tingle too.
Hypercolor t-shirts.
Oh my God. I wanted one of those so bad.
There was a whole thing about Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
All those little clips.
The butterfly, the dark green flowers, the poodle.
Oh.
Dude, I was just like, this is all so specific. And if you said it out loud to someone that wasn't around at this time, the sit and spin.
Yep. Oh my God. I just bought one of those for my nephew for his birthday. And it comes with 2 people can sit on either side. So my niece can sit on one side and then their legs cross over and he can sit on the other. But it hooks up to the sprinkler. So as you spin it around, every time you open up a spot on the holes, the sprinkler comes out. I was so excited to give it to him.
That is
I
adorable.
had a Care Bear sit and spin.
I was in my girlfriend's car and she had the Speak and Spell
Oh.
for her
oh
daughter.
My God.
And I went and bought it for
Yeah.
Shira. And Shira be using that shit on Saturday morning. She has to do her speaker spell.
Oh my God. That's so cute. What color is it? Is it red?
It's the old school regular ass Speak and Spell. Yes. With
Oh
the
my
voice and
gosh.
everything. Then I went on here.
Oh.
Do you remember the Serendipity books?
Why does that sound so familiar?
When you get to that section on here, you'll know it had a little it said a serendipity book at the top, and then it would like at the bottom be like
Yes!
the moral of the story is.
Yes.
I used to have all those motherfuckers.
Oh my gosh.
Is this not just a wonderful walk through memory?
Not the sheer energy
down memory
control
lane.
top. Oh my God. Pantyhose and an egg.
Yep. That was a really great invention, actually. Pantyhose and legs. L''EGGS. Come
Yeah.
on. That was great.
Oh my goodness.
I was gonna send it to you, but I was like, I have to. And then I came across that meme that said Xennials in the 80s, and then it has the Toys R Us. Xennials in their 40s, and it had the Costco, and I was like, oh my God, this is exactly who I am.
I just got there. Holy shit.
Dude.
Oh, my troll doll. Blockbuster. Wow.
See? Okay.
The
what about
90s version of
I know.
emojis.
Oh my God, and it's the Crayola markers with the fucking stampers. I had oh my gosh. When I tell you I live for those,
God.
I need you to keep going because when you're going to get to the charm necklace, you're going to scream.
Is it the plastic one with the
Yes.
little... Oh, I had one of those.
Watch.
Oh my God, that little girl in that boombox.
Get there. Get to the charm necklace.
Okay.
This was quite a collection.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I loved...
It said, do you remember that show,
baby
The Littles?
bottle.
Yes. I remember The Littles too. They went through that little tiny door in the wall. Yeah, you went to the second picture, the baby bottle, the tiny toilet, the tennis racket.
the plastic hairbrush that you could put hairspray in and then screw the top on. I always wanted one of those so bad. All the cool girls had those.
What about the banana clip?
Yes. Oh my God, I had that. I
Yo,
loved a banana clip.
that fucking Minute Maid pulp shit. And you would take the long
We
wooden
weren't allowed to
spoon
have
with the
it.
water. Oh, we were.
We weren't allowed.
Oh, we would have that. Go on ahead in there and make you some orange juice. Mhm. Dude,
Oh my goodness.
this is amazing.
This makes me
I
so
wanna
happy.
push you around. Well, I will. Well, I will. Girl, this whole shit, I was so happy scrolling through here. I was just like, this
Oh my God.
is outrageous, because I haven't thought about any of this shit in a long time. But if you think about it, born 1977, 1980, whatever, we're truly the generation where we were half analog and half everything digital, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you remember your
Everything
AOL
at your
screen name?
fingertips. Yep. Do you?
Yes. Tell me what your AOL screen name is.
Well, before college, I was Manda Skis, and then once I was accepted to Ohio University, I became Bob Kitten 04.
Not Bob Kitten 04. That's hysterical.
What was yours?
I was Shorty and Mercy. But then I had a lurker account,
Uh-huh.
and my lurker account was I hate animals, because like, who's gonna talk to me? Do you remember your Hotmail address?
I didn't have Hotmail. We always had AOL. What was my AOL?
Well, my AOL was also Shorty and Mercy at AOL.
Well, then I'm guessing I would have had to have been bobkitten04 at AOL.com when I was in college. But I feel like when I was in high school, I had a different one. I don't remember.
Wait,
and I don't
you
think
had
I
an
ever
email
got a
address
Hotmail.
in high school?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't get an email address till college.
See, my dad has always been a gadget guy. And so, I mean, growing up, we always had like video recorders, and he had like the original, when I was born, he had the video recorder where you had to wear that whole pack with the tape in a thing like a VCR on your shoulder. And then you had that giant ass camcorder with the big microphone on the front. So we had computers. When the Super Nintendo first came out, he bought that. I remember we got it for Christmas. It was like a big deal. So we had.
Oh, y'all were rich.
I had internet. I probably had internet. Let's see. We had it before we moved to the house so 4th grade, I think, 5th grade.
Wow.
We had Prodigy. I would log into Prodigy and like go in chat rooms and that kind of shit.
What were your game systems? Because if there's one thing, girl, we would have no motherfucking phone, but we had a game system, okay?
Well, we had the original Nintendo. We had the power pad and the gun, like that, all that stuff that came out, Duck Hunt and Super Mario
Had
Brothers.
that. Duck Hunt was a shit.
And that was so fun. And then we got Super Nintendo. And then I feel like we had Nintendo 64. And then at some point when I was in college, my dad bought an Xbox. And I think that was the last gaming system we had. What did you guys have?
Well, remember, I'm like 10,000 years older than you. And Shorty
Did you have an Atari?
always... No, bro. We had an Odyssey. You even remember
What's
that one?
No.
Dude, it was just this big console, and then you got one square thing with a joystick on it. And you put the game like in the top, in a big slot in the top.
Yeah.
We had Odyssey. We had Oh my God, what was that one called? It was one that came after Odyssey. It was real obscure too. Then we got the Sega. My dad was the kind of person who waited in line outside the Best Buy for the new game system.
Really?
Yes.
That's
and I'm thinking,
dedication.
And I'm thinking he must have been doing that when he was like in his late 30s. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh my
dad.
God.
You know, like, so my age now.
Yeah.
Late 30s, early
Can you
40s,
imagine?
waiting in line. Because I remember when I was in college, it was like $99.99, something like that. $99.99. A new game system was going to come out. And he came all the way to Tampa. I was living in Tampa at the time. He came all the way to my house like really stupid early in the morning. Stopped by and said, hey. And he was like, yep, headed to the mall. I go, what are you doing? He's like, I'm about to go wait in line. He had a chair and everything. And he was going to go get in line to get his motherfucking new game system. I was like, wow.
Does he still play video games?
Yes. And he was
Wow.
like, it's coming. I was like, can you get the fuck off my doorstep? I have to Google it now because I can't. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I think $99.99 a new game system came out, and my dad was really excited. Hold on.
Wow.
Yes,
That's funny. I think my dad just bought them because he likes, like, every time a new phone comes out, he just gets a new phone. He just loves, like, all that kind of shit, and he always has.
Oh my God, I'm not lying. This day in video game history. September 9th, 1999, Sega Dreamcast launches in North America. The Sega Dreamcast console launched September 9th, 1999, and would end up being Sega's last home video gaming platform. Yep, my dad waited in line for that shit. Sure did. I did not misremember. Wow. Okay, that's crazy that I have $99.99 embedded in my brain.
Yeah, that was like a core memory for you. Why was that?
I don't know. I don't know, but he was really excited.
That's
and
so
I remember
cute.
being like, why? What?
Hello out there in the Imperfect Strangers podcast universe. Thank you for listening to the show. Thank you for your support. If you want more Imperfect Strangers in your life, make sure that you are subscribing to the show wherever you listen to podcasts, except for Spotify. We're sorry about that, but we just did not like being over there given some of the stuff that happened with it in the last year. So sorry, Spotify users, but there are tons of other places where you can listen to the show, and you can find links to those from our website and also from our social media, specifically Instagram. You can find us on Instagram at imperfectstrangers_podcast, on Twitter at imperfstrangers. We've recently joined TikTok. We're too old to be doing this, but there we are. You can find us on TikTok at imperfectstrangerspod. Give us a follow. You'll find new episodes of this show every Friday, so make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss out. And then make sure to join us on Mondays on Instagram for a very special Monday Night Live where we talk about the episode, we answer your questions, and we always go off topic. So miss a live, miss a lot. And if you need even more Imperfect Strangers in your life, because I know that some of you are just like, give me more content. And we're like, okay, come join our Patreon, patreon.com/imperfect strangers. We have extra episodes, so you can get not one, but 2 episodes a week over there at our actual friends tier. We have Strangers with Benefits. They get access to Monday Night Lives, so if you miss a live on a Monday, you can always catch up over there on Patreon. We are working our little behinds off to give you early and ad-free content. So if you want to get the episode before everybody else gets it on Friday, you can do that through our Patreon as well. We have a private Discord, so go over there, check out the website, patreon.com/imperfect strangers, to see what else is there. We also have brand new merch. You can find that linked in our Instagram bio. We're releasing seasonal capsules now. So right now we have all kinds of apparel. We have a sticker, we have a mug. So if you want to represent your second favorite podcast on your body or in your little hand, you can do so by buying our merch. And thank you for supporting us. We will see you next Friday with a brand new episode. Bye.